Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you, XLG, to be here with us. Now we are going to start with the press conference. We have some questions here in the room. Go ahead.
教练，就是很遗憾的，今天输掉了比赛嘛。你觉得队伍这场比赛存在的最大的问题是？
This question is over to Hoya. Sorry for the loss today. So what do you think is the biggest problem for this series?
Thank you for your question. I think the biggest issue is that this is our first match on the stage, especially on the international stage. So I can see my guys a little bit panicked, but it's okay. I think for the next match, it's going to be much better because we couldn't show our game today. So see you next match.
首先很感谢你的问题。我觉得可能今天对于这场比赛，我们最大的问题在于，这是我们的第一场比赛，在这个舞台上，也是我们的第一次国际比赛，所以对于可能我们的很多队员来说，会有一些紧张的状态出现。但是我也相信，在我们调整过后，会有个更好的状态。希望在下场比赛可以表现得更好。
我这边这个问题给到客户呢，就是想问一下，因为下一场
听不到。
下一场会不嘛，就想问一下
耳机有问题，那个耳机我听不出。There's a problem with my headset. I cannot hear.
Oh, okay. They have a problem with the headset. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're clear. But
okay.
Whoever was asking me the question, I couldn't really hear.
听到吗
？No.
不太听到。
Okay, maybe the microphone is not working. Can we change the microphone, please? Yeah.
.现在能听到吗？
很小声。
现在能听到吗？
可以。
那我大声一点。
好，
就是想问一下，下一场打极兔嘛，生死战，然后但是我们还是有机会的。你觉得队伍和自己有哪些地方需要调整？
感觉我们上场的那个状态，感觉我们就不像我们第一赛段的那个上台的气氛嘛，或者什么的。我感觉我们调整自己的心态最重要，然后就兴奋一点吧。因为拿到可以上到世界赛打比赛。
This question is over to Coconut. It's gonna be the do or die match against G2, but you still have the opportunity. So what do you think you need to adjust for both your team and yourself? And Coconut answer is, I feel like our form was not as good as we do in stage 1. We don't have the vibe at that time. And I think all we need to do is to adjust our mentality and to be more excited on the stage. You know, it's very hard to have the opportunity to play on such a big stage.
Thank you. Next question.
Hello, my name is Sierra Zobi, freelance esports commentator. The question goes over to the coach as well. It's very similar to the last question. You said you guys were just getting the dust off for the international stage, and now you have to go up against G2, the #1 seed from Americas. How do you feel about them as an opponent? Did you get to catch any of the PRX game? And what do you think about that upcoming match and opponent in particular?
I think since it's do or die match, this is what we get used to play before. It's like, honestly, I think it's going to be way more better. I have this feeling because right now we have nothing to lose. We already show our worst game ever on the stage. And I hope we just adjust some things that we couldn't show today. And I wish it's different XLG, and I wish you guys have a chance to see it. Thank you.
Yeah, small follow-up on that. I think Zekin in his post-match interview said that you guys play more standard actually compared to like Wolves compared to Bilibili since they had to go through the Chinese gauntlet. Do you view your play style that way, or how do you view it in particular?
I think sometimes we try to play more clean, and maybe sometimes it's not good for us, especially now because we play with a sub. Midi is a sub guy, and since he has a crucial role, also we have like some communication issue because he cannot speak English, and him and Rarga like literally cannot communicate, and it's just unlucky. that this happened, but it's okay. We take it. This is not an excuse, and we'll see how it goes later.
Thank you. Happy birthday and good luck in your lower
Thank you.
bracket match.
好，那我们接下来给到线上媒体进行提问。第一个问题给到赛高。
这个问题提问到位外选手，那这是你们第一次站上国际舞台吗？那有没有和预想中不一样的地方？然后在赛前的准备上和心理上，觉得最大的难点是什么呢？
感觉肯定在世界赛舞台上面，感觉可能受关注度可能感觉会更多吧。然后确实大家压力都会比较大。然后在我们赛前的时候，其实也说过，就是把这个比赛可能当做就是正常的比赛，不要去想太多，去打就行了。但是确实我们今天也没有做到。
好的，谢谢，希望你们接下来比赛顺利。
This question is over to Viva, and this is your first global stage. And what do you think is the difference between the things that you expected before, and what do you think is the biggest difficulties before today's matchup, and when you prepared for that, especially for the mentality things? And Viva's answer was like, I feel like on the global stage, there were more eyes on us. Definitely, we have much more pressure than before. And before today's matchup, we just want to treat this match as some normal match we had before, but we didn't manage to do that.
Thank you. Next question goes to Rabia.
Hey everyone, this is Rabia from Esports Insider. My question goes to the coach. First of all, happy birthday. And also, you just mentioned the team was panicking on stage because it was their first matchup in front of the international audience. I want to ask you, as a coach, what kind of exercises would you focus on to help the team feel more comfortable on stage going forward, especially against the first seed from America's G2?
It's very simple. I just tell them it's do or die. You guys do or you die. That's it. There is not a big talk about that because we already can see that it's not us. It's not real XLG. And this is going to be maybe a last chance to show ourselves that we can beat good teams, international teams.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And best luck for the next game.
Thank you. Next question goes to Jeffrey.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
好，这里是萌鸟百科吴瑞轩编辑组。这个问题来自于 XLG 哈尔滨线下观赛派对，也是他们旅途开始的地方。那么这个问题给到侯卫耀教练。So this question is from the XLG watch party in Harbin, where their incredible journey starts, and this question is for 侯卫耀。郝博雅，这个问题我已经问过 BLG 的 Bill 教练一遍，然后我也想听到你的回答。那么在这次多伦多大师赛使用的版本是太湖削弱之后的版本，而在第一赛段你们也经常使用太湖，你认为这个削弱是否会对队伍产生一个很大的影响？So Havoya, I have already asked this question to Bill from Bilibili, and I will also like to hear your answer as well. So we know that Taeho was already nerfed in this patch for Masters Toronto, and you pick Toronto frequently in stage 1. So do you think this nerf has a very big impact on the team?
For us, I don't think it has a really big impact because Teja was here just for like whole stage and that's it. We used to play before even with Teja better, but I think Breach nerf disturbed us a little bit more because no one could expect Breach nerf, especially like those 2 milliseconds, 0.2 milliseconds stun nerf that actually makes difference and like in total, like I would say Breach nerf is way more affected us than Teja nerf. Thank you.
我认为其实太湖的削弱对于我们整个的发挥和表现来说，并没有非常非常大的影响，因为我觉得可能对于很多版本来说，确实都会存在削弱的一个情况，而且包括现在可能对于一些时间上的把控，比如说这种0.2秒的一些区别来说，我觉得对我们影响不是很大，但是我觉得可能对于铁壁的削弱来说的话，对我们的影响会比太湖要更大一些。
好， 感谢，然后也祝你们接下来的比赛一切顺利。And thank you, and I wish you all the best on your upcoming matches.
Thank you. Next questions goes to Henry Boyle.
Hi there, Tenrek Independent. Of course, you guys are going to be facing G2 next. This question's for Hoya. And there are a lot of parallels with G2 that XLG hold going into this matchup. Obviously, in your debut year of Ascension, there were high expectations going into this year, and you were able to meet them by the end of stage one off of really great mechanics. I'd like to know if there's anything you've gotten to see from G2 in particular that you really admire and that you as a team would like to, aspire to reach going into your second year of franchising in VCT.
Obviously, G2 did much better than us because they become more consistent than what we do. I think difference between us and then G2 is like, I feel they have more skilled players because like they used to be in esports a little bit more than my team, but it's okay. We just need some time, and we'll try our best to be more consistent. Actually, I'm really happy that we're going to face them because I think it's going to be a real stress check for the Ascension teams. Even though I cannot count G2 as an Ascension team, I think they looks more like VCT team, not like Ascension team. With all respect, I like them. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next questions goes to Pedro.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much on that. Pedro Romero, independent journalist. First off, thank you guys so much for giving us the opportunity to answer questions for this press conference. I'm going to send this question first and foremost to Havoya, the coach. I want to know from your point of view and your rationale as to like why you guys decided to go for Sunset, given that the map is still relatively new in this current meta, and obviously a few number of teams have already played this map in this competition. So what gave you the confidence? What did you see in the map that gave you the decision, or that made you go for the decision of using it against Sentinels today?
Thank you for the question. First of all, Sunset was one of our best map in the past with the previous roster. So I feel like in case that we had to change one player and we have a sub now, we had to adapt everything fast because we lost some time for trials. And this is something that we used to play before really well. And I feel like our structure on Sunset is fine, but we just choked today. And also we could see how Sentinels played before. So I think we were actually well prepared, but we couldn't show ourselves in the server. So that's it. Thank you.
Can I ask a follow-up?
Yes.
Again to Havoya, you mentioned a little bit just now in the answer, and also a few instances earlier on in the press conferences about like having to put in media or include media into the team. Given that this is a new version of the roster, I want to know, more so going into the specific of like the integration or the transition from the previous rosters to this one. How have you viewed the process of just trying to fit him into the game plan? And on top of that, how difficult, if any, has it been for you guys and for you as the coach to make it all happen with so little time you guys have had at your disposal?
So this is actually the most hard part to implement someone who is not in the team from the start, because all the players are being taught different way, and I can see that when MIDI came, I feel like he didn't had much time spending with his coach, how he can play, how he has to play, and blah blah blah. So I think that was the most hardest part, the hardest part for us to implement him, because his role is crucial. He is like support to the team, initiator, and he has to drive the pack. But unfortunately, because of communication, he cannot. So we decided to make our game plan is way more simple, and hope we can focus on our individual plays, which we had lack of today. So thank you.
Thank you. Now, last questions goes to Miguel.
Hi, hello. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. I'm Miguel Soriano for Sons of Chaos in Latin America. This question would be for Coach Boy as well. In the past meta, it was kind of easy to set a direction because you had like you had a point decided with Tejo being the most crucial player, the most crucial agent to play back then. Right now, the meta looks like an open sea. And what would you say is the biggest challenge of the current state of Valorant, as in the strategy to follow?
I think there is nothing specific in this meta, because this meta used to be in the past, and it's very important to know how to default properly. It's very important to know how you guys can drag people around, like let's say you play attack, right? It's really important to know how to drag people around the map, and communication skill and individual plays really matters now. Comparing to Tejo meta, because with Tejo meta you had to play slow, wait for your cooldown, rockets, and blah blah blah, and just get better executes. So now it's like you just try to drag people around the map, then you try to find weak side and just entry. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pedro, do you have another question, or you have?
Yes, I do.
Okay, last question, please.
I'm gonna send this one over to Rarga. Obviously, like, this marks your first time appearing on the international stage. I mean, I want to know, just for you, how was the experience? Just to get the debut jitters out of the way. What was the experience? How have you viewed the crowd, the atmosphere, and just having to play with that? And how does that kind of differ from like competing in the domestic side?
Thank you for question. I think like international stage is very hard. I have like not shock. I have a big pressure to compete with it, but I'll try my best to fix this. I think that's it.
Thank you so much. XLG, thank you for being here, and good luck in your next match. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.